bag, little bitches. Throw the money in the bag, little nigga, hey.
Jesus, peas and babies.
What's really good? We back.
Yo,
we
peace and
back.
love,
We
guys.
got
Peace and love.
Tony Malo in the motherfucking building.
Y'all heard you fucking heard that, bro.
Word up, man. Introduce that track real quick.
Word, man.
Yo, appreciate you, man.
My brother, that track was Ghostface Killers by none other than your boy, Young Malo in the building, and featuring my brother, Augie Music. Shout out to Augie, you know what I mean, LB, doing it up major. I just want to say first and foremost, before we even kick it off, it's an honor and a privilege to be in the ambience of two incredible intellectuals.
Oh,
and
my
highly
God.
Stimulated,
Oh man,
gentlemen.
my God.
Yeah, man.
Honor's ours.
I feel
I
that,
appreciate
man.
you.
No, facts, man.
It's all love, man.
Yeah, man. We
You know how we
we
preach,
appreciate you, man. Like we've been homies for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
Growing up in the same hood, for,
Ever.
mad years. You know what I'm saying? And I've been seeing you've been doing your thing. Obviously, it's a crazy connection with the hood. It's always basketball. You know what I'm saying?
man.
So it's always we was ballers. Everybody was ballers in the youngins. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it goes down. Facts. And then niggas grow up and they have moves and that's what you've been doing, man. You've been making a lot of moves.
Humble, brother. Humble.
I've been seeing you do your thing for a while now, man, and it's a pleasure to have you on to really, chop it up with you and make the people understand exactly what you're doing, where you're coming from. You feel me?
Hey, bro, humble, bro. You know what I mean? Me and Brian go back. Me and this gentleman go back too since the jump. Everything started
That's
on that
crazy.
ball court.
Word.
And you know what I mean? From hooping to fruition of our identity, our branding, our visions, and our ideologies we hear.
Word.
And the fun thing about it is just the beginning. So plenty infinite success to all of us here in this building. I'll give a salute out to Anthony. Thank you for letting me in, my brother.
Yeah, man. It's crazy how things come full circle, and I appreciate shit to
man.
Jones all the time about energies.
Word.
And there's reasons why people click and why shit comes full circle, bro, and it's the energies that we put out there, man. So yeah, hell yeah, it's a blessing. It's it's all honor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, word.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying, for
Appreciate y'all,
coming on
man.
and shit, man.
Word, man.
I'm looking forward, man. We about to have a very high frequency
Let's
conversation.
do it. I'm with it, man.
Let's get right
I'm
into
with
it,
the
man.
shit,
Let's
man.
get right into it, man. How long you been making music, bro?
Too damn long. I'm gonna be right.
Facts.
I've been making music. I started making music when I was 12, bro. My first rap name was Speedy.
Word.
You know what I mean? But I started writing at 12. Shout out to Stalin. Stalin was actually one of the first gentlemen to ever hear me spit a verse back in the Beacon Center at 210.
Facts.
Word?
Throwback
Oh,
shit.
open gym?
Yeah,
Word.
man.
Word up.
Julian niggas turn it up. You know what I mean? So I started around 12. Right now I'm 29, so going on 17 years, my brother. You know what I mean?
Go bless 17.
Putting that work in.
Word. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. And what's some of the things that's inspired you to even basically start doing this? I know you say you was doing it at 12, but what were some of the things that, maybe was going on in your life at the time or things like that to even make you want to pick up the pen and start writing it or anything like that, man?
Love, bro. Great question, my brother. G shit. What inspired me to write, bro, was me feeling so disconnected from understanding why I was going through the experiences that I was going through as a young child. You know what I mean? Growing up in a household, shit, it was 13, 14 deep in the 2-bedroom. You know what I mean? With me and my family. And, shout out to my family. I love y'all. And it wasn't no reason to my family. We Spanish and black, you know what I mean? We grow up, times it's tough. We come from a different era where your parents can actually beat your ass.
Ain't doing that no more.
You know what I mean? So I came up from that, and just a lot of hardships, bro. Just a lot of misunderstandings as to why I was, as a youth, experiencing what I would feel like a lot of grown men, or hopefully a lot of individuals in life, don't ever have to experience from, you know what I mean, not eating. I was 41 pounds at going into high school because we couldn't afford to eat. And like an idiot, you know what I mean, when I was younger, I used to I've been buying expensive clothes for a long time. I definitely don't recommend that. Invest into some real estate, invest into some other things that we're going to talk about today as well. I never wanted to look like I was poor. So, you know what I mean, growing up in a household, not eating, violence, drugs, some things that, I won't articulate because out of respect and love to my family, but it was very hostile. It was very turned. Yeah. There was a lot of gangsters in and out the crib, from affiliations. And, So, I started writing because I'm like, why am I going through all these experiences?
Word.
And, that's when I came across, shout out to my uncle. I love my Uncle Richie. He a paranoid schizophrenic, probably one of the most brilliant people I've ever had the honor of knowing. He gave me my first CD, the Eminem Show.
Shout out Unc, man.
Yeah, that was like, I got that when I was like 12 on my birthday. And I resonated with that album because I finally found an individual who experienced as much pain and adversity as I was experiencing at the time. So it made me connect to the pen.
Oh, word, yeah, nah, facts. Well, Eminem do got a fire pen, man, and he do got a crazy upbringing. So you would say he's one of your favorite artists in terms of that. Who is there any other artists that that are out there
Plenty.
that kind of like influenced you in
So
terms
many,
of it?
brother. So many, bro. I want Eminem. Unfortunately, bro, I love you, bro. You're not in my top 5 anymore. Due to the circumstances of lack of evolution into what your product line is. But I definitely
understand that.
Yeah, facts.
appreciate you. My top 5 favorite artists.
Let me hear
inspirational.
it. Yeah, word up.
My first one is Daylight. I want to give a shout out to my mentor Daylight. A masterful craftsmanship and his penmanship. Took the stage at URL, RBE, dominated battle rap. Actually makes great music that I recommend anybody to tap in with him. He's phenomenal.
His pen game is crazy. His pen game is definitely crazy. Let me see who else.
I got absolutely Ab-Soul. Don't forget the dash. You wish you didn't. I want to give a shout out to my brother, highly stimulated intellect, Joey Badass, his favorite rapper.
Joey.
Met Joey a handful of times actually. Shout out to Joey. He's great people. So Daylight, Ab-Soul, Pusha T. I get inspired from his
Yeah.
I
got Pusha, man.
From his rigidity, and he has some of the most subtly abrasive bars I've ever heard. So he's one of my favorites of all time. And then let's see who else. Be honest. Shout out to Black Thought. Black Thought, one of my favorites of all time too. Just crazy penmanship, brilliant ideology, and man, that last slot, shit, top 5, man. My top 5 changes.
It's hard, yeah. That's the same thing for me, man. Cause like my 4 stay consistent, but then that 5th spot kinda like switches from time to time. You know what I'm saying?
I'm stuck in between Biggie and Big L. So I'm give them both the number 5 spot. And shout out to Nas, coming in at 6, man.
And I see it.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, Nas is number 1 for me. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go off, but I'll put in my top 5 real quick. Mine is Nas, is Jada Kiss, is Ghostface Killer. Crazy that your song had that. Big Pun. And then that's when it gets to the 5th spot where it could be someone like a Big L or like a Cameron or like Raekwon, Styles P. You know, like it all depends on the moment because like those are the ones that I fuck Tupac. You know, You know, so it's like those are the type of rappers that
Crazy Pens top 5.
Yeah,
for sure.
Crazy Plans, people that kind of have like the message when they're talking and rapping and not just talking dumb shit about like popping bottles or some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never been that type of fan.
That's the only music
like I want to hear it when I'm
stimulates me.
in the club. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
But
you know what I mean?
not on some like in my crib shit.
Like
Okay.
my full family. Like it's crazy. Like I couldn't even I can't listen to like rap people that don't have substance in their music. But don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that sound like they don't have substance, but they really do. Like shout out to I give it to Offset. Offset is dumb nasty. Who else? Man, I heard Lil B got some real bars. I never really listened to it, but
Bass God?
Yeah, I heard. I heard he get.
Future's one of those people.
Future got bars. Future got bars. You know what I mean? There's a shout out to every musician chasing their ambition, and you know what I mean. You gotta be a number 1 fan in this shit. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You leave the rest of the world to try to knock you down, but when it comes to you be a number 1 fan.
Right. Just
Chris,
quick.
who your top 5?
Top 5? I don't know if I could do that. I give you top 5 reggae.
That's
Let me hear it.
What?
Let me hear it.
This is not in order though.
Okay.
Buju and Buru, the Bantans. You know, you throw them up there. Bounty.
Bounty Killer.
Beanie's up there, man.
Beanie.
Like, don't sleep on Beanie, man. A lot of people think he's generic. Yo, he's been behind the scenes with a lot of your favorite reggae music, man. Y'all don't even know, man. What is that? That's 3?
That's 3, man.
It's 3? That's Tree. Then if that's Tree, then I'm gonna throw Elephant up there. Elephant Man. He's gotta be up there. He definitely. And this one's tough, man. This one's tough. Huh?
Yellow Man?
Nah,
Sean
man.
Paul.
Nah, yo, honorable mention Shauna Paul.
Shauna Paul.
Shauna Paul.
Nice.
But this is gonna throw y'all off. I fucks with Tony Rebel OD, bro.
Oh, okay.
I love you like a fresh vegetable.
Oh, Lord.
But tell me if you love Tony Rebel.
Okay, all right. I've heard enough. Lord.
Because yo, man, it's reggae. You know, it's all about vibes. So that's that peaceful shit. You know what I'm saying?
I love reggae. I really do, man. Like I grew up on that shit, bro.
Reggae is so fire and it's so universal.
Word
like
up.
I feel like you could put on a reggae joint over no disrespect to anybody, but you could throw on a reggae joint over a Hispanic joint and there'll be more connectivity.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
And I love reggae music.
That's a
'cause
big fact.
I wish I could make those accents. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too.
I feel like you get a girl wet immediately once you know how to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to
Facts.
get like y'all, bro. Amen,
Word.
bro.
Automatic.
Yo, I'm trying to get like, yeah, man. I'm over here like listening to reggaeton. I'm like, damn, I could dance this shit, but I don't know what the fuck this motherfucker saying right now.
Nah, me neither. That's the problem, man. Like, I
But
don't know what they
same
say,
rhythms, though.
yo.
Same rhythms.
I wish
Yeah, it is.
that's my next, feat. I want to start rapping in Spanish. Shout out to my
Okay.
bro Scotty, man. Scotty, he's a gentleman I gotta introduce. He from the neighborhood too, bro. He going ballistic through the wall.
Word.
His music is ridiculous, and he's rapping in Spanish and English now. So Scotty, bro, you doing your thing. I'm highly inspired by you, King. And
Yo, man.
keep it going.
Yo, Scotty, we would love
Yo,
to
fuck
meet
with
you
us.
and
Yeah, man. We
maybe
gotta
chop
have
it
you
up with
on.
you.
For sure,
Word,
bro.
man.
It's
Shout
good
out
people,
also
bro.
to my cousin, man.
Oh,
And
word.
Hoven Laveau, man. He be doing that rap in Spanish, like true hip hop lyricist, man. He just got a nomination over the weekend.
Oh.
man, for an award, man. He's probably supposed to be here May 18, man. He's gonna be a guest on the show, man.
Just,
so that's gonna be fire.
Just a quick comment on your top 5, bro.
Yeah.
Just based off of you, list, with your list, man. And then hearing that track, I can hear it.
Yeah,
I see why. I see why. You know what I mean? I see why because it's I hope we come full circle in the rap game. With it, like, yo, man, I like trap, man, but like y'all said, I can't listen to that substance, man. Tell me something. You know what I mean? Educate me, or if I already know it, educate somebody else that don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like put them on, and I see that. I hear it. I hear it in that track. You know what I mean? With your top 5, so.
Thank you, bro.
Facts, man. So in terms of that, we heard one track, man. We're gonna get into another one in a little bit, man. But what can we expect, man? What's the next moves for Tony Malo in terms of the music?
Summer 2021,
Like,
kid.
what's it gonna be,
love, bro? Yo, appreciate you, Brian. I got My Bad EP dropping very soon within the next 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
It's gonna be an exclusive release. $10 donation. Simple and plain. I've been rapping for 17 years. I put a lot of thought into my music on a very intricate level that I feel like I'm really humble, you know what I mean, just to hear you enunciate that, because that means a lot to me.
No,
'cause
it's fact.
I put the time in to every word means something very powerful in what I write. So My Bad EP has a multitude of meanings. My bad meaning my bad for taking 17 years to deliver a project. My bad meaning my bad I'm murdering certain people that y'all might not want to see die, but the industry
Got 'em.
The industry gotta be cleaned up tremendously.
Facts.
My bad meaning this is literally probably the most minuscule ounce of work, but is an exhalation from my body and my being to give y'all a project that I could start catapulting from. So even in my most abysmal point as far as project wise, is gonna be a heavy hitter, a lot of messaging, a lot of philosophy, theology, astrology, numerology, etymology, a lot of ologies in it.
Word.
All the ologies.
Word.
And to enlighten, man, I don't like to call myself an entertainer. I would say more I'm an enlightener. I put the time in meditation, cold showers, sun gazing, and heightening my frequency. Shout out to my brother Uncle Life Store. Shout out to my brother Prince Mazzani for the chakra bracelet, man. And,
man, shout out to him, man.
And money bags for the sweater, bro.
Word, yeah, Body. I was about to say that too. Body
shout out
language,
Money,
follow that, man. You know, Money Bags been here,
Body
man.
language, ill.
Word up, yeah. So I got a couple of hoodies, already. I know they're gonna come out with some fire shorts. I seen those. I want to get those, man.
The pink and gray and white joints.
Yeah,
that's fire.
I know. I liked the red, and they got some, and they got the
fire.
red, black, and army fatigue. I really want to fuck with those. I like that shit, So I'm definitely gonna cop those.
Little sidebar. This is family orientated. You know what I mean? Business. Everybody of our culture, our people, helping one another elevate to another level. Because honestly, the only thing that's preventing us from really being at the level we all supposed to be at is unification. Plain and simple. Just put your ego, pride aside. Like, don't get me wrong, I like nice things and bullshit too, but you know what I mean, fuck the high-end brands. Rock with your people, because they put in more passion and more truancy into their clothing than any racist clothing designer who really don't give a fuck whether we die tomorrow in their clothing. They just care about that the clothing was sold. So peace, love, and light to everybody doing their thing. I want to give a shout out to my brother Dano the Name, Tut the Don, Augie Music. Give a shout out to everybody that's doing it on a high. Scotty, Michael Fiend. I know I'm missing a huge array. Shout out to my brother Nothing's Promised, Thailand. I'm proud of you, bro. Shout out to the Jones Hour. Shout out to Kush. Shout out to Brian. And it's love, man. It's love. Everybody elevating together. That's what the fuck it's supposed to be about. Shout out to Ant. 2021 moving forward. This is what it's gonna look like. This is what it's gonna be like. This is what it's gonna feel like, because it feels right, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Yo, man, I just gotta say right off the rip, man, you are very well spoken, bro.
Humble, bro.
You are very well spoken, man. And yes, you are mad humble, bro. And there's a there's a yin and yang to everything in life and shit, right? And everybody can have both sides and shit. But this is the part a lot of people in this world is missing.
Humble, brother.
It's this. That whole shit you talking about, unification. That what you got in your soul, bro. That's what the rest of the world need to get into, man. And that will bring us all together. Like you said, put it all aside, and
man. No, I knew from the conversations that we had, because we got onto different levels of talking and vibing and shit like that. But I already knew that's what it was. I was trying to tell Kush, like this might be one of our most truly woke conversations that we're gonna have today, man.
It's gonna be lit.
Yeah, man. And I'm looking forward to it, man. But all right, so we got the my bad about to drop. My bad about to drop.
Right? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I got y'all 100%. Promise.
Word
y'all.
up.
You know what that means? That's coming in with y'all next check. Y'all 2 weeks, you heard? We know y'all just got paid.
$10 donation.
Y'all just got paid.
Y'all ain't gonna regret it, y'all. A lot
well, we copping that, man. We gonna cop that. After we copping and it drops, we probably try to throw one track out there, like that we could throw, and with your permission, of course. You know what I'm saying, to play on the show and whatnot. Because I think it would be good to get the people out there. Plus, you got to send us the link in terms of how they'll be able to get it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be a direct link to the Jones Hour, to my brothers. Y'all gonna be able to access it through them, through me, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, man.
We're just spreading the movement. I got a record there that I think y'all really gonna love, called PTSD, and it stands for having stress. Traumatic stress from understanding the world in a real backseat format, and really being able to analyze it, and
that's fire, and
feeling discontent from everybody not being able to see it alongside with you. Yeah. So it's like, we're gonna get into it very soon.
That's deep, bro. That's motherfucking.
I'm
deep,
loving
bro.
this shit right now.
Word up, bro. Word up.
Bringing my Hinduism side up out of me, man.
Word.
Bring all 30 gods and shit about to come up out of me.
I love it, man.
Well, what I want to do right now. Well, Kush, man, do you have any other questions that you got from my man?
Well,
Malo
just a quick one, which I feel like is a trend for me. I feel like I ask everybody this.
Go ahead,
man, if you don't, where were you born and raised, man?
I was born in Brooklyn, East New York. I was raised in Jamaica, Queens, Ozone Park, right here.
OZP?
Yeah, 89th Street, 97th Avenue, bro. I lived there growing up, mad years.
Facts.
And the streets raised me, bro. I was out in the streets a lot. As far as I was at 88 Park. You couldn't go to 88 without seeing me.
Word.
But Yeah, bro. Boy, that's Queens, man. Queens. I love Queens, man. Queens got. Shout out to Lloyd Banks, man. Shout out to Q-Tip. Shout out to LL. Shout out to Nas. Shout out to everybody. 50. You know what I mean? Everybody doing it major from Queens, man. We got, in my opinion, you know, the BX, you know, gave the inception of music, but I think Queens honestly got the best lyricists on the face of the planet.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I would have to agree with you with that.
Love.
You know what I'm saying? Queens, motherfuckers.
So
Queens.
Coming to that, I asked a couple people that, you know, we've been interviewing, like, in your, you know, obviously in your own words, how do you feel New York? What about New York or where you grew up at has kind of built you to the artist you are now, man?
Humble, bro. New York made me everything that I am, bro, because New York has a way of humbling your ass over and over and over and over and
you
over
can
again.
say that for the people in the back, man.
New York will humble. Yeah, we all got a pride about New York because New York is the mecca, of like fashion start here. You know what I mean? Getting jiggy start here. You know what I mean? Like rap started here. Slang started here. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. This slang started here from fat to fit acts. So we done had it all.
Pit art.
Yeah.
Hit up the pit art.
Bro. You know what I mean? And New York cultivated my style because, man, you know, I like to say God has the best sense of humor. You know what I mean? You go through these things over and over and over again. And the reason why I stayed in New York is because I really have that mentality. If you make it here, you can make it everywhere. Because
that's a fact,
man. This gonna make your skin thick as a rhinoceros, bro. On God, bro. Like this shit is.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Right before we brought you on, we were just talking about this about Lindor, about what New York would do to you. It'll make you or break you, right? But guess what? So much pressure here, man. If you could withstand it, man. Like I said, pressure makes diamonds, baby. Pressure makes diamonds.
Facts, man. And I think we
about to be bezeled.
I think we got 4 jewelers right here sitting in this room right now. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
That was fire. You feel me? You got bars, Jones?
My name is Jones. There is none higher. Sucker MC should call me
Sire.
You know what I'm saying? Don't make me get it in. You know what I'm saying? Sweet on the dive. But yo, let's get in. Let's. I want to hear one of these tracks, man. Let's get into one of these tracks. So we're gonna play that, and then after that, we're gonna open the mic up to you, man, because we're gonna get into some things and how you could help the people aside from the music that you be doing, man. Because I really want you to get your message out there, man. So let's get into this track.
Without further ado, this is the one and only Tony Malo with that new record, Killer. Out now on SoundCloud and on YouTube and soon on every single platform. Peace and love.
Word out.
Let's get it.
First off, I'ma say fuck 12 in this bitch. I'm about to count 100 mil in this bitch. I done faced 100 L, still I exist. Still I prevail, need a roll around my wrist. Prevalence plus prominence equals dominance. Ominous, obviously. We are not the same frequency. Got your girl trying to freak with me. Make her freak a leak like I'm Petey Pablo. But she swallow cause I'm Malo, bitch. Iced out, chain main, we about to get rich. Like Lil Uzi toy bricks. I'm the ventriloquist. Got my hands on her clit while I'm gripping on her ass. 100 bands, nothing less. I'm the man, beat my chest. Shorty dance for a check. Greg Lauren bust a check. Girls whips all foreign, that's the best. 44-inch ass, perky breast. And she intellect, and she intersex. Make her extra wet, deep up into that. Like voila, beat it like pinata. I don't call you no manana. I am not your baby father, but you call me Papa. Proper product. This cocaine is not crack. Got more tricks than the top hat. New Lamborghini by the cop that. Now fuck that by the dealership. Top back, top tier, top thought by a top bitch. Need Tar Banks with her top off. Topless in a top drop. Don't flaunt bands when I pop by. Her ass shake kinda clockwise. Menage a trois, matinee, pussy cream, mayonnaise. Make a square from her panty knees. to the flow. I'm in her soul. Kundalini, new Celine, no Dior, no Dior. Mardi Gras, ass up, face down, hit it raw. Fucking nasty. I put my finger in her ass while she snorting Ashley. I smack that cash up on her ass and she throw it at me. I got 180 on that dash like it's crazy taxi. That ass and Martin dipping fast while she try to lap me. And that's my little senorita. Love it when I hit it, also love that I don't need her. Lay it down for so many rounds and there ain't no breathing. Come on, baby, don't play around. Killer. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay. Ay, verse 2, bout to set it off. Boy, don't get involved, get beheaded off. Top of the paper like heading y'all. What we heading for? Top of the fours with fewer floors. Why y'all figures in a figure 4? I can figure more. Need 9 zeros, 3 commas. By 29, God body. Beat knocking, I'ma tell you one more time with it. I'm Big Papa with the Gucci and then why fit it? The streets knocking, ayy, ayy. Itch bay on my ick day. Never off, no sick days, but my wrist looking sick late. 6 cents, no 6 man, don't sit bench. Been 6 cents like 16. Used to stack cents, now my money stacked like stitch skin. Marijuana on the highest grade. Uber Mitch on papaya page. Resin water, know that I am laced. I am blessed, the Messiah race. Eating rap is my dietary. Take them out of the diagram. They die for fame on the dotted line for dopamine on that Instagram, on guard. And that's my little senorita. Love it when I hit it, also love that I don't need her. Play it down for so many rounds and there ain't no breathing. Come on, baby, don't play around. Killer.
Jeez.
Heat.
You come around. Oh, man. That shit was
Fucking
fire.
heat.
I love.
Yeah, man. I like I said, man. Like we was trying to say before we even brung you on, man. You definitely someone that's woke in terms of what you're talking about. You got definitely talking some fly shit, and I think that record that we just heard right there proved it. What was the name of that joint again?
That record's called Killer, K-I-I-I 3-R. You know what I mean? 3 R's. You know what I mean? E-R. You know what I mean? So peace and love. You know what I mean?
That's fire.
First off, fuck 12 in this bitch. No disrespect to anybody who's actually a good police officer, but honestly, a lot of y'all are intacted by a coding. You know what I mean?
The good ones are the 1%. Don't worry. They know who they are.
Yeah.
Blue lies is not in existence, so get that out of your figure of speech. You know?
Word up.
That's a fact.
That's a fact, man. And I think just to piggyback off that, I think we really need to just not defund but refund the police and redistribute the money that's going in to what makes a police officer and get them better training to definitely.
We get into
you know,
some kush talk, man. We gonna save all this. We gonna save all this because we gonna have a woke moment, man.
Bro, my bad. I ain't gonna get into it. I ain't gonna get into it just yet.
Jones, you can get into it. Just
no. You was right. Honestly, I didn't know that this was part of your kush talk, but now that you bring it up, I will put it on pause.
Thanks, man.
What I want to do right now, because my man Tony Malo, as long as he as well as he does his music thing. He got another hustle, man, and this was part of also the other reasons that I wanted to bring him on to the show because, he chopped it out to me. He's reached out to me. He's been able to actually work with me and be patient with me because it was a time that what he actually did for me, I wasn't ready for. You know what I'm saying? But I've since then been able to take the proper steps and get the ball rolling and do that thing and it's basically you selling life insurance, correct?
Amen, my brother. And everything's about timing, bro.
So
I appreciate you. Honored to represent.
So what I want to do right now is I did invest in some life insurance, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. I want to make sure. Yes. My mom's or my family is taken care of. These times are crazy, especially with the COVID and whatnot. But what I want to do is just open the forum to you to actually explain exactly what it is you do. And then 2, trying to briefly get through like a pitch in terms of what it is exactly that you do or that you provide somebody. Like if the people like the camera is, you know, someone brand new and not understanding exactly what it is that you do, man.
Love my brother.
So it's all open to you right now.
Thank
You got it, baby.
Word. I wanna learn, man, because I'm ignorant to this. So
Hey, humbled y'all. Thank you, Brian. Honored to be representing you. And I want to let everybody knowing out there that the number one reason as to why there are ghettos, projects, and adversity and poverty and still embedded into our type of cultures is due to lack of understanding of the significance of life insurance. And I'm a financial educator. I teach people how to save and invest their money properly. I teach people how to formulate financial blueprinting to get them from level A to level Z, where they ultimately are desired about achieving with a happy and healthy retirement, and a real retirement at that, because we're going to bring some statistics into this analysis. 60% of the population have less than $1,000 saved by the time that they actually go about retiring. Therefore, the retirement age has skyrocketed from 65 to 72 years old, because people aren't able to retire. And,
can't even believe that's crazy.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
And just to bring more stats into the air, my great brothers, 40% of the population does not have life insurance. 35% is Black and Latino, and our culture is a melanated people, and a lot of people believe that other entities like white people get something called an inheritance, right? And inheritance is just a masqueraded word for inheriting life insurance. Now, life insurance is the most strategic, affordable, and tactical way to go about building and cultivating longevity wealth in a lineage of a household. The reason being is, for example, guys, I'm covered for $1 million. I pay about $60 something a month, right? If I die within the realms of the next 30 years, my nephew gets $1 million of tax-free money. Right now, there's not too many entities that allow us to receive tax-free money. Life insurance is an immediate estate. Now, when it comes to estate, that's an asset, and not a lot of our people have assets. We have things that we might think are assets, like our home, but if you're physically living in your home, it's not an asset. Assets are things that are continuously generating revenue, right? So, I'm covered for $1 million. If I die, my nephew gets $1 million, or rather, unfortunately, when we demise, my nephew will get $1 million of tax-free money. He takes 5% of that, 50 grand. He's eligible to buy $5 million of life insurance, 100% paid for by his uncle. Wow. When he passes away, he passes that to his son or daughter, $5 million of tax-free money. She takes 5% of that, which is about 250 grand. She could buy $10 million easily of coverage.
So it's a trickle-down effect. Once you start it,
yeah.
You stop me if I'm saying some wrong shit. It sounds like you're basically starting generational wealth.
Absolutely. And we're utilizing it through a mechanism called OPM, other people's money. The banks use OPM all the time.
Absolutely, yeah.
The banks take our money, unbeknownst to us, remove it, reinvest it into the market space, generating 14 to 28% rate of return. Therefore, flipping your money continuously, cultivating trillions of dollars. The wealthiest families in the American population or around the world globally is the bank owners. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the JP Morgans, and we'll get into that soon as well. And the reason why they're wealthy is because they're utilizing us as leverage through what is called OPM. So when you get life insurance, right, you want specifically term life insurance. The reason being is because it's the most inexpensive, has the greatest amount of benefits, and you get it for when you need it. You need it throughout the duration of your most risky years of existence. You're not going to be going skydiving at 70, 80 years old. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, not only do I offer life insurance, I'm the only company that does both investment and life insurance. So simultaneously, while you're invested in life insurance, you're cultivating wealth due to the same amount of compound interest that the banks are exploiting the American population with, which is investing into what's called Roth IRAs, which stands for individualized retirement accounts, annuities, which guarantees that you never outlive your income upon retirement, maximizing your 401k, 403b plans, and mutual funds, which is well-diversified portfolios in which you own equity in anywhere between 100 to 500 different entities that you have partial ownership with, that you pay for without even knowing. You go into the car, get some gas, you could own equity in that gas station. You go to Dunkin' Donuts, you could own equity in that coffee. You could own equity in your car. And these are just things that unfortunately our people are a little late to the party, and it's it's no fault of our own. It's not taught in school. It's not taught generationally because our parents don't really know about any of these things. But I'm proud and humbled and honored to bring this type of wisdom and intellect to our people so that we can cultivate, just like Kush brilliantly said, generational wealth inside the lineage of our households.
Facts.
Which is sorry to cut you off, Jones, but it's something that all of us people, like you say, just any people of color is lacking in.
Yes. Because look at it like this, right? So what I like to tell some of my people, right? If God forbid you were stopped by a police officer, right? And we all seen the body cams, we all seen these countless videos. And the reason why, we'll get into that's embedded into the Constitution, why any of this is even eligible to happen without no real legal repercussions. But imagine you have your hands up, you say, officer, look, I have $10 million of life insurance. If you kill me, my family is $10 million wealthier. You don't think they're going to second guess killing you? And even if, God forbid, they did not second guess, at least you know that your life was not lived in vain and that you gave the eligibility for your family to get up, pack, and leave and restart in a fresh and healthy beginning, as opposed to staying embedded into the corruption of this corporation we call the United States of America.
Yeah, man. Leave your family in debt. You know what I mean? Most of the time. That's 99.9% of the time it happens.
It costs like 10 racks just to get buried, man.
The average funeral cost
like 7,000 to 10,000.
Yeah, it's 8,000 to 20,000, brother. And
2021 showing up, kid.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm off and shit.
I'm getting cremated for that.
You know what I mean? But we don't need to, brother, unless we just do the right thing.
Believe.
But yeah, you could if that's what you want to, brother. But I'm saying, like, we could afford it. We just don't know. We don't know that we could afford it. That's the thing. And to the banks, just to continue off the banks, because we want to talk about this concept called inflation real quick.
Yeah.
The inflation rate is 3.22% as of 2021. So what does that mean? Inflation is the amount of percentage your buying power of your dollar decreases annually, right?
Exactly.
So if the banks are offering you 0.002% rate of return, if they're giving you 0.5 to 2.5% rate of return on your savings accounts, then your money is still depleting in buying power because it's under the low ball of inflation. So in order for wealth, rich, and a healthy life to be achieved, you have to beat inflation. And how do you beat inflation? Reinvesting your money, reallocating your money from the banking system that is utilizing, exploiting you, and putting it into Roth IRAs, mutual funds, things that have proven to do 10.45% and above rate of return for your money. So
exactly.
That's what I do.
Yeah. So basically, what maybe I could break it down a little bit more, and then you could tell me if I'm wrong with what I'm saying, but like, you buy into this life insurance and you're paying this monthly fee. Obviously, it's for your family in terms of anything was to happen. But over time, you have accumulated this money, and what you're basically able to do for people is find ways where they could, invest the same amount of money. Correct?
Absolutely.
So that's the point that caught me. I've like I said, I've done this. He broke it down to me. I wanted to do it for a while, but I'm in now, you know what I'm saying? I'm paying that, I'm paying that monthly bill, you know what I'm saying? And it's not crazy, it's not, and considering, because, when you think of life insurance, they do ask if you're a smoker, and I am a smoker, so, my payment is maybe like a little bit higher than the average person that doesn't smoke. But at the same time, look at what it's doing. It's basically a long-term savings plan for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And basically has the ability to cash out at the end, at the event of your and if there was like an untimely demise, knock on wood, God forbid. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And the reason why we do it is because, brother, we know the day that we're born, but we don't know the day that we pass away. And I know, me personally, I've been in, no exaggeration, bro, all jokes aside, I've been in probably 5 to 7 car accidents. I've been jumped numerous times. I've been shot at. I've been people try to stab me in my back, literally. And these are things that happened when I was a kid in college and stuff, So when it came to the concept of life insurance, I got it immediately because I'm like, hey, look, I got it.
At any time, man.
You know what I mean?
You got to be prepared, and,
people
look out for your family.
People, bro, envy is a weak emotion, and a lot of people feel envy when they don't even know who you are, what you're about. They just see what you're wearing, or
sometimes they don't even know what they're jealous of. They just it's the energy sometimes. Thank you. It's the energy sometimes. They're like,
you know what I mean? And me being understanding of life situations. Look, guys, we all want to put our family in a better situation than when we came in here.
Facts.
And if we could do
That's
it
what
at
we
an
live for,
affordable
right?
rate for a guaranteed thing that's unfortunately gonna happen, then why not invest into your most valuable asset, yourself and your family, and get something to protect? Because at bare bones minimum, pay $67 a month. If God forbid I did not become a millionaire, which I highly doubt, and I know these gentlemen are gonna become millionaires and billionaires, Anthony alongside as well.
Word up.
And
Gotta believe, man.
absolutely, everything. We are the only creation from God that has the ability to create. That's why we are made in God's image, because we think, we write, we do, we create. Like this platform, which is amazing. And and a bare bones minimum, if I were to pass away prematurely, which I have no control over to a certain degree, I know that my nephew will be a millionaire, and I know that I will converse with him to tell him how to strategically make that $1 million elongated for a generational lineage of wealth. And that's what it's about, guys. Because if I asked any individual on the face of human earth, what are you working so hard for? They're going to tell me because they want to put their family, themselves, their people into a higher platform. And the most efficient way to do it, $40, $50 a month. Here's some life insurance. Here's $400,000, $500,000 of coverage. Congratulations, protected your most valuable asset.
Facts. And once again, stop me if you think I'm speaking out of turn, but for all y'all people out there, because you just educated me on some shit. We go out there, we think about investments and try to how to build our money up, and we're like, yo, man, like I need money to make money. This sounds like that stepping stone.
Yeah, this is the long term.
This is a first step.
Perfectly articulated.
Yeah.
Kush. This is the foundation of any financial blueprint.
Right.
Because life insurance, specifically term pure life insurance, let's say, for example, if I said, Kush, I know a stock that's about to come out, and the second the stock comes out, it's going to go to $1 million. You're going to say,
it's Doggy Kong.
That's
I'm just fucking.
That's a great stock.
Right.
So if I put my $67 and God forbid I was to pass away, moments after, OPM, my company, owes my family $1 million. No questions asked.
No questions asked.
Even just applying without putting a payment, you get what is called conditional coverage. So even just putting the application, signing it, if God forbid you didn't even pay nothing and something happened, we owe the family money. And I spoke, it breaks my heart that I spoke to a couple people that unfortunately are no longer on this planet. And all they had to do was give me the thumbs up, to click submit. And it's a lot of heartbreak in this, man, especially with all the wacky times, and we got a lot of things against us, man. I don't live a victimized mentality, but I understand who's in control of this. Of this country.
Unfortunately.
So they don't want us to do shit like this, because once we do shit like this, guess what? If I die and my nephew, boom, 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 now that's $1 billion of an inherited wealth, tax free. What can $1 billion do in an intellectual Hispanic and Black cultured household?
This is what I'm saying. We start evening the playing field, and they're scared.
Yeah.
They're scared.
Yeah, this
that is their biggest fear. That's why they go above and beyond to do what they do. They're scared. They're petrified.
Word up, man.
Just a quick shout out to everybody on the gram, man, on Facebook, man.
In. No, shout out to my man Malo in the building.
Yeah, Malo's him, man.
For breaking this shit down.
Educating us, God.
So what we want to do is, let us know the links. You know what I'm saying? Let us know a way where we could, put some sort of way where people could contact you that's seen this and maybe want to take the chance and do something like that.
In the description below.
Yup.
Yeah,
Everything in the description below, man.
On YouTube and
come on, Jones. You know how Ant do?
I understand that. I understand that. But I just because I like I said, I took the same chance. I'm in it. So if I'm not lying, like I promise I did the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm in it. I'm paying the thing. I'm doing the thing, and I want to see what is gonna happen long term. Because right about now, side note, when nobody don't know about, you know what I'm saying? But I want to take some money and put it into stocks like right now and try to fuck with it. So I'm gonna try to do it and whatnot. But at the same time, I want to also have this long-term thing.
You want to feel security,
So
man.
this is the long-term thing that I have for me, just in case anything happens. At least I have this backup. But what I'm trying to do right now with anything else is something totally different. And it's good to actually feel that way, to have that, and like almost like a security blanket. That's what you want. This is exactly what I see it is.
Absolutely, brother. And I commend you on wanting to get into the stocks and everything. And that's why we talk about mutual funds and stuff, brother, because it's the most concrete to go about stock. Because like, for example, let's say you have an elevator, right? And you have one cord on the elevator, right? If that elevator drops, God forbid, will that elevator ever return back to its regular state?
No.
Right? We don't know, right? So that's investing into a singular stock. Now, a mutual fund is like having a giant elevator with 100 to 500 strings on it, right? So what you got in that elevator? You got Tesla, you got, it's so good, brother. You got Google, you got Apple, you got Amazon, you got Facebook, you got Starbucks, you got Instagram, right?
Those are all the top ones right now.
So if one of those entities were to be lackadaisical, that one string would not plummet the elevator.
Facts.
So that's why when you invest, you want to invest strategically for the long haul first with the Roth IRA mutual fund. Then if you want to, indulge into investing into individualized stocks, then you want to take that risk because you already know you got your nest egg that's going to see 10%, whether you put $500, whether you put $5 million, it's going to see 10%. And but shout out to everybody investing. Shout out to everybody doing their thing. With I got my plights about crypto and everything, but shout out to everybody making a killing off of it. And I definitely entice everybody to go about investing and understanding money on a higher frequency, because once we bring the money back into our captivity, this world will really be beautiful. Like in all regards.
It really will.
Yo, Malo, man, appreciate you, man, educating us, man, the people, man.
Dropping jewels on us, man.
Yeah, that's a fact,
I
bro.
anticipated this, man. I tried to put it out there, man. I was looking forward to this, man. I'm happy you was able to break it down to us, man. Word up, man. But you sticking with us for the rest of the show, man. We got a lot more shit to fuck with.
Let's get it, man.
Let's get it, bro.
Let's get it,
All right, let's get into the top 5, man. Let's get into the top 5.
Top 5.
Again, we're gonna have all the links for you to build with Tony Malo, to be on the lookout for the music, and also to be a look on if you want to take that route, man.
Yeah, man.
And he said, bro. And what he said.
Make sure to check the description, and if y'all got any questions or y'all want to find out another way to contact him, always hit us up, man.
Yeah.
At the Jones Hour, man. At Kush_talk_radio, man.
Thanks.
We on Twitter. We everywhere. If y'all want more information, man, we'll put you on, man. This is for
Yeah,
everybody, man.
Hell yeah,
Jones
man.
Hour.
We want everybody to live. We want everybody to,
It's a fact.
prosper and get to the next level, man. We not haters, man. We can congratulate us, and we all about spreading love, man.
It's a fact, man.
But this week, man, I'm gonna do the top 5 list, man.
All right.
Malo, I do this little top 5 thing relative to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I always come week to week with a different top 5 list. You know what I'm saying? So this top 5 list is dedicated to hip hop verses. You feel what I'm saying? Not the verses that we're seeing, like, Snoop versus DMX.
That's what I thought at first when he told me.
No, I know.
I was like, battle?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, these people battle?
He told me, he was like, wait,
wish they battled,
he said,
man.
wait, do they have 5 already? Like,
Yeah,
how many is
I was
up there?
like,
Like,
what
it's
happened?
not that many. I was like, no, man, there's 1 million verses. He's like, no, there's not. So we went back and forth on some like Cisco and Ebert type shit. But what I broke it down to is hip hop verses from the 90s. It's from the 90s because when I started initially my list, I have these like all of these things, and I was like, wait, I could just do it just the 90s and then come up with other lists for like the 2000s and other eras and everything like that, because hip hop is all around, But as I thought of the list, at first I was gonna do 10 because I couldn't think of just 5, but then I figured let's do a lucky number 7. A lucky 7, right? Can I do a 7? Can I do a lucky 7?
So that's what this is. Top 7.
Top 7.
Go ahead.
Top 7.
Go ahead. Say it, man.
Top 7. You know what I'm saying? Facts. You know what I'm saying? So at number 7, I'm starting with my man Big Pun Twins 187. Dead in the middle, a little Italy. You know the middleman. You know what I'm saying? Big Pun.
I rewound that like 85 times.
Hell yeah. So I had to do that. I had to put that one out there, So he's number 7, Big Pun.
Yo, just a quick shout out. I'm sorry, man. Yo, shout out Kimberly, man. Co-worker from my job, man. Yo, Queen's chick, man. Yo, I gave her a little snippet of what was probably gonna happen in the show. She said the same bars, bro. I was like, let's go.
Yeah, you
Fire.
already know. Big Pun. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Number 6, I got Eminem Dead Wrong on the feature with Biggie. You know what I'm saying? He said,
so crazy.
What he was saying it?
I got a line in my
Pocket, I'm lying. I got a 9 in my pocket. Waiting, I'm just dying and cocking. Ready for war. I'm ready for war. I got machetes and swords for any faggot that said he was raw. Martin, step in the door. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's Eminem number 6. You know what I'm saying? Word number 5, I got Jay-Z. Can I live off the reasonable doubt?
Okay.
Can I live? You know what I'm saying? So for the bread, they want to toast me. I keep my head, both of them where they supposed to be. Hoes to get you sidetracked and clap from close feet. I don't sleep. I'm tired. I feel wild. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe's. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay. You know I had. You know people would say that I don't fuck with Jay, and there's time to an extent. You know I just love Nas that much more. But like I just fuck with Jay bars.
Son Nas in that new song.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yo, you saw that? You saw that whole shit?
Right?
He trying to son him, bro.
Yeah, nah, that was fire. No, I seen a post where Nas was sitting there. I think with like Khaled and
yeah, there was FaceTime.
and there was Scott's FaceTime, and he was like, "Yo, I had to switch some bars up. Your shit was too fire. Word up." All right, so like back to the '90s list is hip hop versus top 7 hip hop versus in my opinion of the '90s. Number 4, I got Big L. 98 Freestyle. I was gonna do you see, I really wanted to do the Ebonics too, so I was torn between the two because you know the Ebonics, you know, he just breaks down like, oh man, I can't even think of it. But I did the 98 Freestyle where it's like, as Beavis, I get nothing but head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, so like Big L, someone who's definitely ahead of his time with that. Number 3, I got Tupac, Hail Mary. You know what I'm saying?
I rapped on that beat. That shit's fire.
Yeah, facts. I ain't a gangster, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. Picture paragraphs unloaded. Wise words being quoted. Peep the weakness in the rap game extorted. You know what I'm saying? Pac, number 3. Number 2, Verbal Intercourse, Nas, off the Purple Tape. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of my all-time favorite Nas verses. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta bump that one again.
Facts, man. Like, he goes off on that. Like,
I didn't even know he was on Purple Tape. My fault, Nas. My fault.
Word up. Verbal Intercourse. Yeah, Ghostface, Raekwon, and Nas. And then number 1 is Inspector Deck, man. Triumph. You know what I'm saying? I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be dropping these mockeries. That right there lets you know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? So he was killing it. So that's my top verses. You know what I'm saying? Top 7 list. I got an honorable mention with like Raekwon and Cream. Big with the Victory. Eminem, the Renegade. You know, I didn't want to put multiple Eminems up, but that's what that was.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
he's
saying?
lyrical,
Crazy.
Word up.
That's top 7?
That's top 7.
Top 7, kid.
Good looks. You already.
And we need one more, man. We need one more, man.
Top 7?
Top 7.
Whoa, whoa. Flipped it up from the 5 this week. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's get into the Love Jones, man.
Love Jones?
More.
My guy. What instrument is this?
That is a harp.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dog, I play a violin, man. We put the pole up. We put the pole up. I feel the violin.
Yo, that's what the fuck he
like
does. He's supposed to do this shit.
No, but I don't like that. I don't like it. I feel the violin. It's natural to me.
The strum is a natural form.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's a low.
You know, that's how I do. That's how
how
I
they
do.
control the weather. These motherfuckers.
Word up. So,
harp. Oh, shit.
Facts.
Bars.
You feel me? That's woke shit. You know what I'm saying? So on this week of the Love Jones, we're going to ask this question, man. Because at first I put it up there like polygamy. But then Kush was like, hello, religion. And I was looking at him like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, bro, I'm just talking about some other shit. But he made a valid point with the polygamy part.
It's all about rephrasing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's all about
we put it
rephrasing.
out there. The question is it possible for people to be in love with multiple people and have a mutual relationship with each other? You know what I'm saying? And why I bring it up there, because like now you have this trend of people where it's like maybe 2 chicks and 1 dude, 2 dudes and 1 chick, and it's in this like so-called happy relationship. And I really kind of believe, I blame it on social media, that they're kind of just trying to stunt for the views, for the likes, for these comments or whatever it might be. But in my eyes, in my reality, in terms of what it is, I don't think you could naturally fall in love like that. I don't think it's something that you could build on. I don't think it's a healthy foundation to be in. I don't think anything like that. I think it's more of what a lust situation might be like, in terms of like fulfilling like a sexual fantasy that you might have in terms of having multiple partners at once. But like what I'm saying is, I don't think it's the healthy foundation that you would build in. You know what I'm saying? Because I could just imagine it like this, and I'm only just painting the picture as if I was in the scenario. You feel what I'm saying? Like, dog, like, imagine there's two situations that happen. One where it's like, it's not my night to smash my shorty, and now the other nigga gets to smash my shorty, and now I have to sleep in the living room hearing my shorty get dug out by my homie in the crib. That's horrible. That is fucking horrible.
You know
what I'm saying?
It's a harsh double standard, man.
Yeah, it's harsh. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then also at the same time, imagine it was my day. Like, it was my day to smash, but then I found out homie smashed earlier. Like, I have tainted pussy now on my day. Like, I don't even want to smash it now either. Like, damn, bitch, like, you gave my day up. Like, you let this nigga smash on my day. Like, you know I was at work and bitch, like, tainted pussy. Tainted. It's tainted now. Like, you know it was my day. You knew it was my fucking day. You let fucking word. You let fucking
sweet pussy.
You let homeboy smash.
Yo, I just want to let y'all know,
like,
every
mad.
love Jones, man. Jones got at least one, man.
Yo,
One.
word, dog. Because, man, like, I can't understand how, like, you could actually rock with that and not be considered like a sucker. Like, I think you a sucker. Like, I would never do that. I could never be down for that. You
Flip
feel
it.
what I'm saying?
Flip it though.
Now,
Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest though, like my brother. If we go back into ancient, royal, like Egyptian and even Ethiopian and even you could look at maybe England. Like it is a royal endeavor to have multiple wives, and Africa, right? And the reason being is because 1 out of 2 marriages end in divorce, and the number one causality of it
is infidelity.
Is finance.
Oh, finance?
It's finance, bro. They can't financially support each, like, because the woman wants. Pardon my French if any woman feels otherwise. The woman wants the man to be a provider, and a guard, and
in
a
most
protector.
situations,
right? So if you guys live 2 people in a household, let's say the household is let's say $2,500 a month to sustain regular eligibility of the normacy of the household, and then you have the gentleman making, let's say, $2,800 a month, and the wife is making, let's say, $2,500 a month. The wife will still anticipate that the man has to provide at the forefront of everything. So when it comes to having multiple wives, it's bigger than just having fellatios and what's the word I'm looking for? Lust. It's more so
Straight orgies and shit.
Financial structure in the household, because if you have one woman bringing in $2,000, another woman bringing in $3,000, another woman bringing in $5,000, and you, the man, you bring in $7,000-$8,000 into the household, there is no more financial discrepancy. And the beautiful thing about that is how empires are constructed, because you want to have children from multiple women to bring a diversification and a skill set. One woman could be a lawyer, one woman could be an accountant, one woman could be the housewife, and then you got the man who's doing whatever the man is doing, but the man has to be ready and very masculine to have and handle multiple women, to keep them
Hold
all
it down.
pleased and keep them all
Yeah,
capable.
no. I mean, I like the eyes. So that's why we was talking about it in terms of when we first introduced it, in terms of like this religion thing, or like this thing like kings and queens. No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your regular Joe Schmo person in the neighborhood, homeboy banging out 2 shorties at the same time. It's not a good look. Like, we have a check-in right now, polygamy. Shout out to Kim, homegirl from my, from high school, you know what I'm saying? But she on the check-in right now. She said polygamy super whack, but being with someone for the rest of your life is unrealistic. And that's a female's perspective.
That's strong.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Sorry, Kim, I
wait,
disagree.
hold on. Before I let you elaborate on what was just said.
That's wrong.
I have no kids. I'm old enough. I don't have no kids. Okay. But, my reason for not having kids is not having that exact thing. Not being able to actually find this person this for the long term.
That's a new generation
to build with. You know what I'm saying? No, but I'm old. I'm not gonna say she's old. She's younger than me.
But that's a new generation thing, Bob. Because if we look at your mom, my mom,
there was,
Cushion's mom, Aunt's mom, we all came from places where our mom and our dads had to overcome extreme adversity to first and foremost even come to this country, and then secondly, there was a love. Like my grandfather and my grandmother were together about 70 years. And when we look at the newer generation, we have too masculine woman because there's a huge following between, oh, I need to be Miss Independent, fuck a nigga, I don't need a nigga for shit. But that's not what we need. Each other for procreation at minimal.
But I mean,
also, you know,
for just love too.
Yeah, we need to care about each other because the biggest thing that the enemy being the oppressor did was divide us, and they divided us through this extremist ideology of masculinity in women. They divided us between the extremist ideology of okay to be effeminate as a man, and they divided us as us believing that it's not essential for a man and a woman to fall in love with each other to build a family. You know, and then they oversaturated the ideology of a deadbeat father. Meanwhile, a lot of women are not letting their men be a father to their children. You know?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many
but we need a woman here too.
Parameters. You know, there's so many parameters and things like that get into it in terms of these type of things. But, you know, in terms of the question that was asked to
But I believe you could fall in love with one woman.
I know, but I'm saying multiple. That was the question. She checked in and said it's unrealistic. And I mean, to an extent it could be unrealistic, but you could find love and it's still there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to give, you know,
Stop
it is
it.
a lot of rough work. It's
Thank
hard.
you. I'm going to jump in right now. Stop it, bro. You know why? Because everybody these days is not built like how they was built back in the day, bro. And guess what, bro? Everybody think, oh, some little shit going wrong, boom, it's divorce. Look at the divorce right now, and look how shit is happening. Any little shit happening, boom, now it's divorce.
It's quick.
Ain't nobody argued, went through the gutter, and came out like gladiators. You know what I'm saying?
Dopamine, man. Too much Instagram, too much social media, too much likes. So women attention span this is scientifically proven, guys. The attention span of the human species has diminished over the years because of swiping.
And social media,
You know?
phone
so
shit
if
makes
a
it
woman
easy.
feels like a guy does one thing incorrectly, instead of building and talking it out, they're like, fuck it, I could go to the next swipe.
So,
You know what I mean?
so and I agree.
I think it goes both ways too. I think men feel the
Oh yeah,
same
no,
way.
no, definitely, and I agree. But here's the thing, and this is why I'm so happy we have you on, man. Because this is what it comes down to. You could overcome that.
Yes.
It's a mentality thing.
You know, it really is.
It's a mentality thing.
It's
You know
about
what I
getting
mean?
out of your comfort zone and shit.
Yeah, like exactly. Like, oh, just because I can do this, swipe and go and maybe find the next thing or maybe find the next shorty or whatever, real quick at the flick of a swipe. You know what I mean? But why?
Word.
You gotta know your worth, and you gotta know each other's worth. And if y'all know each other's worth, then there is no y'all gotta build, because I think highly of myself. You know what I mean? And if a woman thinks highly of herself, then we could build because we know that we bring X, Y, A, B, C to the table. So you know when it comes to that, but I'm not against polygamy though. I think polygamy is actually a great additive to building an empire with women. But as far as I do believe that a man and a woman could fall in love, build together and grow, but they need to know each other's value. And a lot of people, what comes wrong with relationships is they're empty themselves.
Yeah.
So they want somebody else to
Fill that void.
to fill a void that
Not knowing that the person that they're looking for needs voids themselves filled.
Exactly.
And if you're
So-
not willing to help each other do it together, that's where
Exactly.
that's the beginning of the end, basically.
absolutely.
Yeah, like it's doomed from the start, man.
Because no other person can make you happy unless you know how to make yourself happy. Because how can you anticipate or yearn for somebody to make you happy if you have no understanding of what makes you happy in life?
Yeah, like you don't even know what the answer is. And it's beautiful how like shit comes full circle with you know, talking all that financial shit. Because this is now an emotional investment.
Oh,
That you're doing. So we was just talking, you know, that life insurance shit, how that's a foundation, it's a stepping stone, it's a start.
It's so
You know
necessary.
what I mean? Y'all gotta get that stepping stone with that significant other, with that one person.
Facts.
Now, I didn't give my take on the polygamy shit or whatever. I'm straight up, man. 2 is fun, but 3 is a party. But at the end of the day, We all get to a certain age that we don't want to party no more.
Word up.
Why
So it
why
could
is
be
that
fun
though?
for a little bit.
Why is that though? Why do
Because
we?
we look for that reassurance that
No,
type
man,
of shit
it's-
to like
it's
settle down.
because
I think we
we-
realize we understand it after a while. Like this is not the shit that makes us tick. What used to make us move as a youngin is not the same thing that happens.
I'm just I'll let you speak, but I just want to kind of sum up what you just said and better and say we have a better perspective on life when we get to that age. When we're like, fuck am I getting drunk for, waste my money going to a club with people I don't care about, blah, blah. Now you want to invest your time, your emotions, your mental, and maybe even monetarily into somebody else.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That you know would hopefully bring back to you.
Word up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it all depends on the, on the soul. Like if y'all could
Shout out
bond
D, man. What up, man?
on a soul level. 'Cause
Have a
we-
good night, Kim.
all three of
Check in.
us have never had any type of polygamous relationship.
Nah.
Now the thing that
Speak for yourself now. I'm just joking. I'm fucking with you.
now, the separating factor is that because we all know as men what it means to have multiple women as partners, but we never had it
At the same, like,
As
we never
relationship
say,
level.
hey, look, Tiff, let me introduce you to Amber. Y'all gotta get to know each other. We're gonna build something together. We never done that.
Yeah.
So we don't
Yeah.
It's different. It's a new time for that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So we don't know how that would go. But there, I mean, as far as polygamy, I really rock with polygamy because, I think, and I don't think it needs to be a legal binding. I think a lot of things
Oh,
get
yeah, nah,
misconstrued once the government is involved. But I think it is possible for a man to have two women that love each other as well and love the gentleman as well. And understand,
way
like,
around,
hey,
too.
look, you bring in $5,000, you bring in $5,000, I bring in $5,000.
Well, money
This
is the key.
15,000 in this household now.
Yeah,
As
money
oppo-
is the key.
You feel me?
That's ideal though, man.
Yeah, I mean,
So
and-
then you hope that y'all each bring in
Word.
some buzz stacks like that.
Word.
But
Well,
I hear
think-
you.
I think
I hear
that-
your point.
Yeah, I think we need to cut it out with the Love Jones. It was going in like we killing it.
Yeah,
right
man.
now, you know
Yo.
what I'm saying? End of the fucking-
That's a fact, man.
We got one more segment, the Kush Talk. And,
Kush talk, man.
Word.
Yeah, I'm over here in my Kush corner, man.
Lord knows.
That's corner KORNER.
Word up.
You
Kush
want to
Talk,
say it in
Kush
Trinity's corner. Just
Corner.
so y'all know,
Yeah,
man.
that's tough.
Yeah, done know.
I done know.
Bye.
Bye.
Like, I learned this stuff.
Yo, go ahead. Let's hear the Kush. Let's hear
Yo,
it.
man.
It's cause you already know.
This is why
it's
we
it's Kush talk, man. And yo, man, this is probably like the longest one we episode we kind of going through right now. So, bro, for Kush talk, man, I would love to get into a lot of shit, man. And maybe we can have a part 2 if Jones cool. Maybe we could, set that up. But I basically just wanted to get into the state of society right now. I know it seems very general, right? Like, oh shit, man, there's mad shit going on. But we kind of touched on it before. It's where society, majority, right? Not all of us, not like that little 2%, but majority of us, we're not putting egos aside to understand other people's point of view. So I want to ask you, Malo, what happened to agreeing to disagree, but everything's still okay?
I think honestly, when it comes to our people, brother, I think agreeing to disagree is probably one of the most hazardous things that we could do at this current moment in time.
Oh, yeah.
I think we need to agree that there is an oppressor, and there is a set of rules and regulations that are continuously, generationally keeping us oppressed. And if we cannot rectify the situation of the oppressment, where do we go from here? And as a collective, we speak, we plan, we prioritize, and we execute. So I agree to disagree. I want us to stem away from that because we kind of need each other now more than ever. And as far as like the current standings of the time frame of the mental, I think more people are becoming cognizant than ever before, but it's not happening at a rate where we could see significant change yet within the confines of our lifetimes.
Well, can I say this?
Yeah.
It's funny. 2020 was a shitty year for all of us. You could agree. We all could agree about that. But it did come a point where they were like, "Yo, 2020, it's the year of clear vision."
Clairvoyance, yeah, absolutely.
I understand what you were saying with, we're probably not going to see it in our lifetime, But bro, if you could see from 2019 to 2021, the kind of advances that society took in terms of a lot less ignorant shit and a lot more people questioning why.
Absolutely.
I just want to say this to all y'all. Question, man. Just say why.
Yeah.
Wow, don't just let things be when it comes to the government or somebody telling you something. Just question shit. Just question it. Yeah, go ahead.
I agree, Kush. Everybody should question everything because honestly, once you understand, for example, guys, the language that we speak, English, right? This is an enslavement language, and it's gotten to the point where a lot of our culture don't even know their native tongue. Like so your consciousness is already speaks in an enslavement language and Did you know that the English language has the most derogatory words in any language?
Oh yeah, I believe. Yeah, no, because there's words in English that don't exist in any other language
you know,
in the world.
And we have to understand that when it comes to asking why, we gotta ask why was the Constitution written in English when we all know that blacks and Tainos were the first inhibitors of the Americas. So we all know that why was this, why are so many rules and regulations written in this slave language? We have to look at why the prison system is set up the way it is, why the educational system is set up in the way it is, in which that you sit in a small cubicle. You have to raise your hand for permission to speak. You have to raise your hand to go to the bathroom. You get recess. Why is it institutionalized? Kind of, if we were to juxtapose the prison system at a congruency, why do they have free internships at college? Why are college athletes not being paid for their Division I prowess, and the schools are making millions upon millions of dollars off of it? We need to ask these questions because at the core of these questions is a rectification of finding out who we are, one, and two.
It's a revelation.
Yeah,
It's an eye opening,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
not these old hoes, man. Right here, man.
Absolutely,
I don't know if you watch a couple of the shows and shit, man. I always do the threes up, man. Jones, you know why I do the threes up, man. Threes up, high power, open your third eye, man. You got the chakra beads on, man. I come from a Hindu family, yeah. I know all about the chakras, bro. It's been ingrained into my life. I grew up with it, you know what I mean? So opening up your mind and it starts by just saying, oh, why? Absolutely. Why would somebody want us to do this? Why? And just like how you beautifully said, it's kind of like they mold us from the get into this slavery jail-like systems.
All of us, every color, every creed, every
This is not even.
They do it to all of us because it's not even. I'm gonna be honest. It's not a color that runs this planet. It's
Oh, it is. It's green.
It that too, but it's a different entity that's not spoken about. There are different types of individuals that look like us but aren't us. The same way, there's 300,000 different types of insects. And like how I like to elaborate on the concept of the third eye is that every mammal has a superpower. For example, you could see a bear glare into a pond and pick up a fish at the swipe of his paw. You could see a lion gallop up a tree that's 100 yards long. But the human species has the most dormant superpower. There's a reason why we've been able to survive the test of time, and it's because we have supernatural powers that are not tapped into. Intuition, when you think of somebody and they call you or they text you, telepathy, being able to move things with your mind, the bending of the spoon. All of these things are actual things that we possess, but our sensory glands have been so dormant because of the way that we have been configured to live, which is away from Mother Nature and into the GMO realm, into eating processed foods and processed materials, and the embedment of white supremacy into the historical context of our textbooks, right? So I always ask anybody who's Hispanic or any of our cultures, I'd be like, when was the last time you read a page in your history book in your educational system that has said anything about Hispanic excellence or your native excellence? And they get bewildered because they're like, damn, I never realized everything I was learning about was Christopher Columbus, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and all of these forefathers,
all fugazi,
and I shout out to everybody who's becoming more aware, more cognizant, asking these questions, and fighting the good fight to bring recognition to these things, because we won't win until we unite. And they're gonna always play the black and white card. They're gonna always play.
That's their weapon, bro.
Yeah,
that's their weapon.
Their weapon's divisiveness.
Just to
So shout out to everybody. I love everybody, man, and I hope everybody does everything that they desire and fulfills their life in the highest prophecy, and does outstanding things, man. We're not here once, to be honest, but we're here in this particular dimension, in this particular realm one time. So let's make the most of it and help each other out.
No, that's a fact, man. And we'll I'm sorry, Jones, but actually, go ahead, man. Make your point, man.
I just wanted to say that how based on this episode and what we're doing with my man Malo in the building, and not just talking about the music and whatnot, but just to bring it full together in a circle and whatnot, with like the insurance and things of that nature, and how Kush brought up the generational wealth and things of that nature. When you think about this woke moment that we're having, it's more than just a realization. It's about acting on it.
It's an implementation.
About moving. It's about changing your way of life, your way of thinking, whatever that might be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think there's a lot more people now in these times that are letting it start to click in their mind. Like, you know what? Something's a little off with what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But the full circle of it is coming together and doing things for yourself, or doing things like that. Like the
entrepreneurialism skyrocketed 37% in 2020.
No, it is. And look at what we're at right now. Like, we do this weekly podcast as a Jones Hour thing. It's at first it was just something for a passion, and it still is, because me and Kush and Ant, we love doing this shit, bro. Like, it's
all out of love, man.
Yeah, like if there was a time we could break it down, and how it all came full circle for the three of us to be doing what we're doing right now. And, but it really is a blessing. And now we're getting into the point of having these ideas of taking it, of not just a Jones Hour podcast, but a Jones Hour business, Kush Talk business. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Like, this is what we're doing. Shit. You know what I'm saying? This is next level. Like, we've had so many ideas, and, I really feel like this is what the common person really needs to think of doing. Not saying start a podcast, but I'm talking about just thinking outside the box. That's the first step.
Bet on yourself,
doing your
man.
things. Hell yeah, like that.
You gotta work harder on yourself than you
that's what's gonna get you to the next level. Absolutely. That's what's gonna get you to fucking get out of the rut that you're in. Yeah, or
mentally,
man.
Mentally, physically, monetarily, and most important, spiritually.
Yeah,
it's what's going to elevate us to a higher consciousness, man. And Jones, not to cut you off, I don't know if you were finished making your point, but yo, man, because we could do this conscious talk forever, bro. And I hope we could have a part 2. But just to add a little thing, that whole superpower shit, we got a name for mine. I know how to tap into mine.
Love it, bro.
No, I swear, it's called Goat Blood.
Goat Blood.
Y'all see,
Blood.
Everybody thinks I be fucking around,
GBs.
bro. I be trying to tell these dudes for years. They be like, yo, how you call that shit? I'm like, bro, sometimes you gotta.
No, I
feel
call it too. It's not Joe, but mine's is Jones Shadamis.
Yeah,
his is Goat Blood.
Yeah,
I love it, man.
Yeah. I try to tell him. It's putting it out there, man.
Yeah.
If you
really
put it
is.
into the universe,
it really is.
Make something mental,
actually,
physical by speaking, and
absolutely,
it's actually called the law of attraction. That's what it's called.
And manifestation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Right. But yo, before I think, are we going with the Kush Talk, or are we still going into it?
That could be it. Like I said, we could keep going off.
No, because the Jones Hour is officially turned into the Jones 2 hours, right?
Word,
now.
man. Well, hold on, man.
Well, we got a little game to play, correct?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Let's bring the game out. Let's bring the game out. We brought a little game, Tony. This was some last minute thing that we had thought of that we wanted to do, but we're gonna bring it out. I think my man Kush is gonna give us 2 options, and we're just basically gonna pick one or the other. Is that correct?
Yeah, man. And these are kind of like general little things.
Yeah,
ain't nothing too crazy.
It's all over the thing. It's all over the place. Nothing too crazy. But
part 2, I definitely got bars for y'all. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, can't wait, man. Y'all gonna see.
Get it.
All right, man. So quick little thing, just say pretty much which one you with, which one you not, type of shit, man.
And I'm in it with you. So we're going to go over.
Let's start simple. Let's start elementary. Fall or spring.
I'm born on the spring equinox, man, which is the closest day to the sun, and actually the inception of this planet was on my birthday, which is March 20th.
Mine is the 22nd, so we like actually right there too.
Let's get it.
Okay.
Alright, I knew there was something why. I knew there was the reason why I fucked with you, motherfucker.
He's like, I knew it was something.
Alright, but I'm not gonna front as much as I'm a spring baby. I like the fall shit because of the fashion. I just love fall fashion, man. I love
It's
fucking
tough,
That's
yeah.
fall weather, man.
yeah, man. I love
True.
word. No, I just love Timbs and hoodies and jeans, and I'd love to
The
wear
layers.
that all year.
Yeah, the layers.
The layers is
Yeah, the
mix it up a
fashion. I
little
mean,
bit
I don't
more.
want to have to wear thermals and shit, but the different shit, just the fall fashion, especially hoodies and shit.
I'm gonna stay with the spring, man.
Yeah. No, it's all you. What's the next one, Kush?
You fuck with breakfast, right? You love breakfast food and shit, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. Pancakes and waffles.
Oh, this is tough, man. Fuck.
Start with you, Malo.
I'm gonna be honest. When I was broke, I was eating pancakes OD. So I'm gonna just go with the waffles. Waffles got that, the fluff and the crust.
Word, yeah, nah, I love the pancakes. I'm going with the pancakes. Actually, pancakes and bacon is one of my favorite foods.
Wow,
Sorry for all
okay.
the non-pork
Okay.
eaters, you know what I'm saying? But I
Okay,
need
you
that.
swantastic
So much
right
pork in my life, you know what I'm saying? I need all of that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, pancakes for me.
Okay, y'all fuck with wings? Y'all love wings.
now.
You
Absolutely.
love wings?
Absolutely.
Ranch or blue cheese?
Oh,
One at a time. One at a time.
I already
gentlemen.
know my answer because mine is neither.
Yeah.
Oh.
I fuck with. Well.
Choose carefully.
I'm gonna go with the ranch, man.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with the ranch, bro.
Yeah, I'll
You
take
broke
the
my
spicy.
art, man.
I'm sorry, man.
You broke it.
Blue cheese is lit, man. But if I had to, blue cheese is fine.
Blue cheese is the original.
I'm
know.
down rock with blue cheese, bro.
Let's go, man.
Yeah.
We got one for the blue cheese, dog.
Blue cheese is icy, bro. I can't lie.
I love it with my wings. I love it in my blunt. Let's go, man.
True.
Let's go,
I'll take the blunt.
Oh, yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
Next one.
All right, man. Coney Island, Far Rockaway.
Oh man, they both super ratchet. Fuck.
Yo, I got one for you, man. He said, I don't know. I don't know what to think, man.
Yeah,
Ratchet,
I don't give a fuck, ratchet or not, man. I'm going Far Rock, man.
Queens.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Queens.
go Far Rock too, only because I know.
The only
some
thing
great
Coney
MCs
Island
in
got
Far
is
Rock,
actually Coney Island, like the amusement park and everything like
Yeah,
that.
Fucking
Far Rock,
cyclone, like the
nigga,
wooden
too.
cyclone.
Break your arms off if you resign them on God. That shit
I'm
might
gonna tell you
fuck
right
up
now,
your whole life.
Beach 116th Street is a cornerstone of my
And
childhood.
all those 15, 16-year-old women rocking in explicit stuff at Rockaway, parents, make sure you tell your kids to dress up, man.
Word, man.
God,
Word,
yeah,
facts.
man. If,
Yeah,
you,
that's
if you 20 and over, yeah,
Do
show,
you.
show
Do
a little
you,
ass,
Bobo.
But goddamn, y'all young ladies wilding out there.
Yeah, word.
That's
And
a
I'm
fact,
fucking
man.
with Far Rock. I got Far Rock.
They got the tampons in the ocean too.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
That's a fact though. Oh, Far Rock crazy.
Yo, Malo, you burn?
Absolutely.
All right.
Blessings on blessings.
Butter booze, man. Smokes or drinks.
Oh man, nah, I'm gonna choose ganja on a high tilt.
Sentamina.
I even throw shrooms in that bitch. I
Ooh.
think everybody should
Yo.
say, feel me?
Yo,
Everybody
that's
should
that
say,
woke shit, man. I'm letting y'all know, man.
That
Open it up, man.
shit, you gonna see auras.
Yo, for real, like you physically see energy. And this shit is crazy.
It's a beautiful. I think everybody should do it, man. I think everybody should take the fear out of it because it's not you ain't gonna be running down the street butt ass. You're gonna be thinking you're gonna be cracking some of the most hilarious jokes you ever say in your life.
Facts.
And the food, if you think on ganja food tastes amazing.
Oh, yeah,
my
wait
God.
till you.
Get you some roast duck.
Oh, Scott, buddy.
Oh, he's on another level. He
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
no, you're not just going to
Roast
trip
duck.
balls, man. You got to get the duck.
Get
You know
some
what I'm
roast
saying?
duck, bumps of Bob Marley. He's eat an eighth of shrooms and you're gonna have the best day of your life. Promise you that.
Okay. Indica or sativa.
Sativa, the creative one, so I gotta go with the
Fuck with
creative.
sativa. I expected that one. I expected that one. But you do drink licks though, right? You drink. You drink
on occasion,
Yeah, on occasion.
yeah.
You like cognac?
Yeah, cognac is good, man. I like my favorite. My favorite is corny. I like Jack Daniel's honey. I feel like a corny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my shit.
That's a throwback, man.
Oh,
I just think that
shit's
shit's too
too sweet for
syrupy,
me.
man.
yeah,
Yeah,
but you
shit's
can
too-
drink it warm and cold.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true. Well, I was gonna ask like Henny or Douce.
Man, do say sometimes you take some like old women farts.
Wow.
I'm gonna go with
Yo.
Henny.
My bad,
you can
ho.
mix with anything, bro. You gonna rock with Duce?
I'm rocking with the Deuce.
Duce.
I was
I
like,
rock with
bro,
Duce.
I'm not gonna lie, it's only because I've had Henny for so damn
Henny's
long.
the go-to.
Now that I've had the ability to taste the Douce, I feel like it's a little bit smoother.
Duce
I just
tastes
feel
a
like it's a
little
little bit
closer to
smoother,
the
yo.
EJ on the pH levels.
What?
Oh,
E and J.
E&J.
Gotta-
Wow.
Gotta
balance.
balance your pH,
like
man.
E and J,
Look,
then you
like,
got Duce.
or you a little too,
Oh.
like yo, you
Nah,
like
I
y'all a
like
little
the
too
V- I
acidic
like
for
the
me, man. I'm
Henny
trying to be
VSOP.
fully electric like a
The
Tesla,
Henny-
baby.
That Henny VSOP is fire.
Word. Nah, I
But
feel
yeah,
you.
nah, I'm with the Douce. Yeah.
Henny
Shout out to
come in
Marvelous on the
flavors,
check-in.
Marvelous.
Douce, way
Word.
smoother.
Duce.
Got Alex on the check-in. Speedy. No, this
What
is
up, man?
Malo, man. Tony Malo, man.
What up, man?
Speedy
Know
was
the
a long
name,
time
man,
ago. We
'cause
not
y'all will know
ballers,
the name,
man. My man.
man.
You already.
Yo, man, I got one more. I mean, there's a few more, but I kind of want to end it on this, man. Females, ass or titties.
Yo, ass 100%. My favorite physique is a girl with an A cup and a fat ass, cause I got baby ass hands. I want to cup them joints. You feel me? But that ass, you could take 4 or 5 of my hands.
I'm
Alright.
actually the opposite. I'm with the titties, man. You wanna know
Titties.
why?
Jones is a big
learned-
motorboater. He's
No,
a
I
big
am.
motorboater.
I am.
He puts on the
That's
captain
me.
hat and
I'm
all
in
that.
it. Word
Fucking
up.
Gilligan's
Fucking
Island and
Gilligan,
shit.
Yup. Jones Gilligan in this motherfucker. But no, I've learned in my history of life of being with women actually that it may not look like a fat ass, but there's 2 things.
Them
One,
leggings is fire.
no, the jiggle.
a
The
shake
jiggle
too.
makes it crazy. So it don't gotta be OD, but the jiggle
Nah,
on the
but you gotta
kickback
pick
is
that
crazy.
pancake ass.
No,
with
I don't
big
care.
ass
I don't care. I don't
titties.
care. I don't care.
Or that, or that,
Yup,
or that borderline.
The second part of it,
horse chest.
hold on. The second part of it, bro. I feel like any angle, man. If you hit the right angle, shorty got
Bro,
the right
that
fat
shit
ass.
hits your abdomen a certain way, bro. That shit hurt,
Nah, that's
bro.
alright. That's alright. I'm with it.
That shit hits your abdomen,
I'm with
bro.
it.
That
You know
shit
what?
hurt, bro.
You know what I do? I pick one
Shit
leg
like
up.
blicking that
He
board,
said I
bro.
pick one leg
Nah, I'll
up.
pick one leg up so it don't hit my abdomen.
Alright, you're a curator. I'll say you're doing creative shit.
You know?
Alright.
That's why I said, because you wanna know why? Like, well, you kind of like a short nigga. I'm a short nigga, and I just tell you like this because you wanna know why? Certain times when the ass is bent over, it's like, damn, like I'm already on my tippy toes, and it's like I'm not getting the angle I want to get.
I feel
You know
you,
what
bro.
ends that? One leg up. You put one leg on the floor, one leg on the bed. You hitting all them angles. And
Just
it
make
don't
sure-
matter.
make-
yo,
Yo,
You know what I'm
just
saying? That's
just
what I do.
make sure you stretch, my guys.
Oh.
That
Yes.
shit is embarrassing, dog.
Absolutely.
It happened
Nah,
to me
I
once,
said-
it never happened to me again, bro.
No,
I learned my
it's-
lesson.
No,
Bro,
yeah,
that
yeah.
cramp coming
I am not stretching. I'll take the cramp. I'm not like, oh, hold on, babe. Like, let
If
me,
you're not
you
quick-
know what I'm saying?
It's alright. They pregnant.
Wow.
Oh, we
kidding.
got another level.
Just kidding.
Yo, word, man. Yo, man.
But I respect how you approach that. I
Word,
respect it.
man.
I love me a good ass, even though you're not washing it correctly.
Mhm.
That friction could cause a little back shot gas. But I respect where you at with it. The one leg up,
The one leg up, man. I'm
That's-
changing the game, man. It's for all the short niggas out there, man.
it's fucking
Peep
brilliant.
You know what I'm
Peep
saying?
game.
I'm telling you. Dropping jewels over here in the
Word,
Jones
man.
Alley. You know what I'm saying?
Word, man.
Yo, honor to be
Yeah.
here, y'all.
Word.
Yo, that's a fact,
Yo.
man. Yo, we gon'
Yo, man.
yeah, we ended in with
We're
that
gonna
one,
end it right
man.
now, man. Let's get into the last track of yours, man. We're gonna play right now.
Malo in the
track.
building.
Fact,
Never
wait,
heard before.
before we get into the track, man, let the people know where they can find you. Let them know
Mm-hmm.
your name and everything like that, in terms of the
Humble.
IG and everything like that, or where you at, like there you go.
Of course,
You
man.
can follow me
Jones.
at Tony Malo Music, MUZIK, like the infamous Mob Deep. You know what I mean? You can find me on every single apparatus at Tony Malo Music. Find me out on YouTube at Tony Malo. And you know what I mean? Hit me up in the DM if you're trying to just chop it up and build together, because I'm all
Word.
about it.
And
So.
shout out to Body Language over here,
Body
man. We tryna bang
Language.
with, you know,
Shout out
the
to
Body
Body Language
Bags,
clothing. Shout out to
man.
Money Bags. You know what I'm saying?
Doing it
Shout out to
amazing.
everybody on the check-in, man.
Word, facts. We got a
And,
lot of love today, man.
And before we just do our last drops and things, what's the name of The song we gonna do, man.
So the last drop is actually the outro to my tape. So it's called Outro 2.
Okay.
And you know what I mean, this is just real bar oriented, and it was just a nice conclusive way to end the project. So never before heard as far as the mastered version, but the freestyle's out. You can find it on my IG. But hey man, we just here spreading the positivity, love. You know what I mean? I wish everybody infinite well-being to in full fruition of their dreams. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, man. And this ain't the end with Malo, man. We bringing homie back, man. We definitely gonna chop it up, man.
Bars for y'all next
Word,
time,
man.
I promise.
And if y'all missed anything, or if y'all couldn't write any of that information down, just know we gonna put it up in the description below. Just make sure y'all check that, man. We at the Jones Hour, man. We at Kush_Talk_radio, man. IG, Twitter, at the Jones Hour. IG, Facebook, Twitter, man. We everywhere, man.
Yep. Amazon,
Jones, tell them where we at.
Amazon, Google, Apple, Spotify, Iheartradio, and you already heard him say YouTube, Twitter, IG. We vibing, man.
Follow the movement, you dig?
Take
over. La Familia.
Let's get it.
Oh, man.
Hey, it's like I'm caught in the mist. Caught a corner, grab the corpse out the coffin. I'ma show y'all what a true legend is. Who better than? Word to Apocalypse, new pocket big. Digging through her artery, going hard in this artistry. Honestly, gave it all of me. Honestly, it's disheartening. Anchoring up an audience, affluence, what I'm offering. Y'all so beneath my opulence. Truth be told, I don't trust a soul. And my blood's cold. Live my life alone. 19 make these nurses run like a palindrome. And ain't no fucking antidotes. Everything corrupted, I praise the world to these puppets. I paved the ground with the love and the blood. And the hard work, sweat, tears. 10 years, I done spent 100,000 hours. I ain't bowing to no cowards. Nah, I could've signed a Rock Nation, but I need that Rothschild money like a fucking Mason. 17, 47, 33, 9/11. Visually, this is hell, but my mind, I'm heaven. God, body, I body. Anybody, everybody, I'm the greatest like Ali. Old niggas move sloppy, how to get them up off me. I burst out, you my child, little pussy. I'm your poppy, like seeds. More checks than Nike, Hikey. Wanna be just like me, I see, but it's quite unlikely. I be icy in my IV. Fragging motherfuckers won't pray on my downfall. I pray on the downpour with gorillas and outlaws. Kept pillars with sound off. Drug dealers, veneers, villas. Hush money came from bottom like ground ball. Y'all searching for $1 million, I'm 1 trillion. Neo Macmillion, parked up with my villains. I cause the beat, trauma carnage when I kill it. They can't compete, homicide, I'm the illest. Control the mind state, control the frequency. So I directed this dimension to deity. I'm the dawn in the booth, 100 grams of the truth. Baba G plus another G, I'm in the groove, oh yeah.